Hello, hello, our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. Welcome back to our Momentum Monday. Today is our 126th episode. We are talking about energy and marketing strategy. And by the way, recently I've been reading since actually first day of this year, 2023. I've been reading. We are on the abundance reading movement, and today is already our 177 episodes. And last month we were reading Russell Brunson's Expert Secrets, and this week is Traffic Secrets. Russell Brunson, the founder of ClickFunnels, he has been famous for marketing secrets. He loves all these kind of secrets. He has like a trilogy books. The first one is .com secrets, and second one is expert secrets. The third one is traffic secrets. All are secrets, but it's really like a great reading and also great practice inside of many gold nuggets, and especially those secrets is really about the marketing, all different kind of marketing. How many of you would like raise your hands, or regional entrepreneurs, especially our coaches, right? Our coaches, authors, speakers, consultants out there who are passionate, doing what you love to do, who wants to really desperately want to change other people's lives, right? Want to contribute, will have a heart and want to, really, to give other people what we have, and our values, and really change many lives. But how many of you would admit that your number one challenge is marketing and sales, right? Of course, together almost like marketing and sales. And there's some like famous saying, they said, there's no bad, let's say there's no like really like good or bad products. There's only good or bad marketing. That means like no matter how good or bad your like the product is, like if you have a good marketing, that like it will sell, it will make money, right? That's like a joke, but it's also unfortunately reality. It's like if no matter how great things you have, if you do not have marketing, it's very difficult for people to know you, right? And so many of our, for example, in our Abundant Entrepreneurs Facebook group, now we are here, we have over 200, almost 2,600 members. And many of you, like when you give us a feedback, and we did also surveys, and your feedback number one challenge for many of you is like either it's very difficult to how to attract your ideal audience, right, or clients, how to get more engagement, how to let your message or service be heard and being seen. And many of you feel like you, no matter how great like is your skills or expertise and passion, but you feel like maybe like lost or like stuck in marketing and how to get your message out there, right? Even though you have great messages, but you don't know how to let them hear you. And maybe you already tried quite some long time already, right? And you shared here and there, and you like with your beautiful passion and with your like the offer you could provide, you share there, but there's nobody respond. And you would understand, you would like, maybe some of you are confused, what's going on? I feel like this is my call, this is my purpose, this is what I'm great at, but why there's nobody responds? Then what can I do, right? Many of us may be lost in that situation. So that's why those like strategies, marketing secrets, books, and also teaching are so popular on the market. I'm glad we have so many great masters, including like even Tony Robbins. Even though Tony Robbins is more on psychology and mindset, he also teaches about like marketing side, right, business success side, and how to use mindset and psychology to make a business successful, and also other marketing strategies. Like Dean Gross-Assey, he's more purely on marketing strategy, and Ed Manet is, I would say, both. And Manet now is more like a mindset, but many like Russell Brunson, similar to Dean Gross-Assey, they are really so much into marketing. Like mindset will be a small part, but their focus is on marketing part. Of course, they always integrate everything together, right? Like mindset and marketing strategies and implementation. Everything is like weaved together to make things work. But the marketing is really like a big component. Like this month, I've been reading Traffic Secrets. I'm showing this book, Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. And there are so many great strategies. And since the expert secrets, I already have quite some great strategies related to like perfect webinar, related and traffic secrets related to like your dream customers, your dream 100, your funnels, how to fill your funnels, right? Use the organic way, use the paid ads way, and how you eventually get to your own traffic. All those great ones. But guess what? Every day I've been reading, every day I'm on both sides, like a YouTube channel live and also on my Instagram live. Instagram is more like a brief highlight, and YouTube channel we have like a full content and practice. I just feel like the more I learn, of course I need to practice more, right? And every day I've been practicing, but I just found the more I need what I really need. It's not just those like marketing strategies they're teaching, because I really want to implement all of them. And I just realized that here is this hidden strategy. This hidden strategy. I could also say that this is a hidden secret, right? It's definitely a secret. So many people learn strategies and implement this and that, and some may work, some may not work so much, and we keep pursuing more and more strategies and say, oh, have you heard about, like, even today I ask you this question, right? What is the best marketing secrets you have ever like learned so far? What is that? Feel free to comment under the video, let me know. Some of you maybe say like if you read these books and you would say like oh, Dream 100, like Russell said, it's like this is a fundamental, this is like maybe like all secrets of all, like this, if you forget all others you should focus on this one, right? Because it's all business is built, the success of ClickFunnels is built upon the successful development of Dream 100 and leverage them to help the business scale and expand. And it's just like help them to reach organic, like huge organic markets by Dream 100. And the beauty of that is like you do not need even pay the money initially. I mean, like there's like a, how do we call that, a joint venture, and it's like we share the risks, we share the investment, right? And you have the earning potential, and you do the marketing for us, and then you earn commission. So that's the best business model in this world, I would say. Yes, definitely best business model. If you hire other people, right? You hire even VA, right? Even though like sounds cheap, like they're in remote other developing countries, they charge like a small amount. But if you really want continuous work and results, you need to continuously pay, and before you really get results, because there's no guarantee that you will monetize or their service will help you monetize, right? It's still like risk or on you. So people provide, that's like those services like employee type of service, they provide a service and you pay them. You're like employer, you pay them, you take the risks, and if the business is thriving or business is making money or not, right? You take, as the owner, I take all the risks. But instead, Dream 100 is beautiful. It's like affiliate partner, but it's even better, right? And you could read, when you read a book, you can see that Russell developed very great relationships with his Dream 100. They do interviews, they do all these promotions, they design some like events and programs, all wonderful. And he does not need to pay them anything in advance. So that's like a zero investment and risk-free, right? And so he developed this relationship, and Dream 100 help you to distribute your messages and information and help you promote, and if you make money, they get a commission. That's the best one. That's like your free sales team, and they help you to reach bigger market. So what's better than that, right? So no wonder Russell strongly recommended this is the #1 strategy. So how about you? But what is the best marketing strategy so far you have learned? I'm just curious, okay? I'm open to, even though today I will share what I learned, but I'm also open to learn what you have already learned, and what is like the best practice you already tested and it's like proven it's working. So I'm curious and also open to learn, okay? So feel free to share under my video, no matter it's live or like you're watching this replay. Let us know let's exchange resources, okay? I'm just curious what's other maybe better better marketing strategy. I know many of people teach like either you call webinar or perfect webinar or masterclass or whatever you call. It's just like use that kind of type of marketing strategy to give education or training based marketing, right? It's like training, your webinar or masterclass, but eventually that's your marketing. So education based marketing, and you generate traffic and you get people into your list when they register your webinar or masterclass, and then you do follow up email campaign, right? And then get a conversion of your customers. And many people keep doing this, and some of them keep doing this weekly. And like Russell suggested, right, in Expert Secrets, that book, he suggests to do this weekly for at least 1 year. That means at least do that for 52 weeks weekly. Every week do the webinar. I know some other successful funds also follow this formula and they keep doing it every week, and they have for example, they do it on Wednesday or Thursday, and then they convert till Sunday, and repeat that every week. And every week that's like a mini cycle. It's like you create traffic, right? Create traffic. Put the hooks out there, put the posts out there or advertisement out there, and get people into create traffic of people into your funnel, and then you nurture them, prepare them to your like for example Wednesday or Thursday training or webinar or masterclass, whatever you call it, a workshop, and then you open your cart, okay? Provide the offer. You train, of course, train them. Provide your information, provide your inspiration on your webinar, and then you provide your card, your offer, and to open till like Sunday night, and you close. That's like one cycle of the, let's say, how do you call that? The cycle of marketing and sales together, okay? And if you keep doing that 52 weeks, of course you will get through this journey, you will optimize it, everything, right? Your presentation, your flow, your funnel, your emails, everything, right? Like your operation, your process, everything to improve the campaign and make sales, okay? And you will get better and better. Russell started from that, and he made success. So that's a great strategy as well, right? That's a great strategy. And then that's like earlier we mentioned about the Dream 100. It's perfect, that's the best one. And then your webinar, and normally you combine both together because you need your Dream 100 to help you to promote your webinar, and you get people into your funnel, right? So that's like two strategies, and you could use different ways to generate traffic, different very creative ways. In Russell's words, like hooks. So that's marketing side. I'm just also curious how of course, some people, they love doing advertisement, or some of them love to doing they call SEO, search engine. I don't know what is O. I'm not sure about the O, because normally we just call search engine optimization, something like that. Okay, so that's another strategy, and there could be like unlimited marketing strategies, and some are maybe just focus on high ticket strategy. Ask you to make that call, right? Make the connection and then make that phone call to recruit people, like strategy call they call. So that's another strategy. You see, there's quite some great strategies already proven. And let's say what else? Like content marketing, right? Some other strategies. Content marketing focus on the content, or email marketing, or email campaign, or like a copyright, right? They use emails to persuade people to get them, convert them. So it's almost like unlimited. And also some other people are interested in public speaking, right? They use stage or podcasts, right? And the YouTube channel, all kinds of ways, or have like some successful strategies or ways already proven working. But then, like you can see that there are so many strategies. If you focus on any one of them, if you keep doing it, keep optimizing it, and you will definitely get more progress, right? Even though it's not like of course will not have a overnight success, but you will have continuous optimization, improvement, progress, and eventually you will become better and better, and you will maybe win more customers, right? This is just like a journey. But on this quest, on this journey, while I was learning I am learning this traffic secrets and also marketing secrets, I just found more and more there's one area people are ignoring. And by the way, Russell suggested, right? One of his practice suggestion is like you do this, you do your posting, you do organically traffic daily, every day. Actually, I have been doing that every day since a few years ago already. So daily, that means more frequency. There are three, like I say, there's three principles, like either how you can make more money, right, or become more successful. Either you get more customers, right, you just recruit more customers, get more of them into a list, and they convert more. Or you, let's say, or you make them by let's say by, how to say that, by higher price. You would say like let them invest more money, right? And then the third way is like let them to invest more frequently. It's just more times. So those three total will increase your profits, right? Getting more sales, getting more revenue, make yourself more successful. And those are three basic ones. So to get those continuous more customers and more charge and more frequent, like more, let's say more rounds of conversion, right? Like they make every customer's like life value to be higher. What's the foundation you need to do? All these marketing ways we just talked about, right? You need to find an effective marketing way that's working for you, okay, and that you would love to do. Because there are, like, for example, 100 ways could be successful. You want to choose the one that fits you, right? So, for example, if you choose a webinar way, okay, and you keep doing it every week, it's actually really like a big time and energy consuming thing. Of course, initially it's most difficult, and then later you may save much time because you've already got familiar with the process, right? I actually already tested this. I've been doing that since the beginning of 2023. Now it's we are almost a half year, right? So that means we're almost like a 26, let's say now 25 weeks, okay? Now it's like 25 weeks. We're close to the middle. And 25 weeks, I've already been continuous trying. Every week I have a workshop or webinar and marketing to create the traffic, right? It's a lot of work. I have been disciplined to do it every week. And this year I'm also disciplined to do the abundance reading movement continuously for this 176 days continuously. And this kind of a marketing, this committed continuous marketing, it's really like a energy consuming, it's time consuming. Not everybody, many of you maybe could not do it. Like people I know, Russell, people are determined, very determined and very self-disciplined, can do it. I'm actually, among all the women, I only see quite a few, just a few in this market are doing this consistently, daily, with intense and with that kind of impact, with that kind of power and energy. It's extremely difficult. I would say it's already difficult for men. It's very energy, timing, and mental power, everything challenging. For men, it's difficult. I know some of them are already doing it, but you can see that it's also challenging for them. Like I know that Dingo's essay has been very, let's say, has been very continuously doing this, right, every day. And Russell Brunson similarly. And Tony Robbins now, because he's already 45 years, so he can leverage more of his team. So he's like 1 to 5, let's say, like a weekend, sometimes can take break. I could see that his team normally is not posting much on weekends. So he's getting a little bit more balance. But other people, no matter how successful they are, and it sounds like the more successful they are, the more they are consumed. I feel like that way, right? It's, even though it's, no matter how purposeful and passionate you are on this journey, if you really want to do this great marketing, great continuous marketing and impact, if you do not find some more effective ways, you will just consume yourself. You can see that, like they can age very quickly. For example, Russell Brunson, he started like over 10 years ago. I know, like a few years, 7 or 6 years ago, we can see that he looks so young. right? No, he still looks so young, right? He's younger than me. But you can see that um, Elon Musk as well, right? Similarly, those very committed and successful entrepreneurs, you can see that they are much creative, gonna put so much energy and power and value into it, and we should all salute to them. That kind of commitment, that kind of self-discipline, right? Because I've been doing that, I know it's not very easy. But can you imagine for women? Can you imagine for single mama with kids? This is like extremely difficult. Like for example, last few days, 4 days, I traveled to Orlando with my daughter to attend the EXMA Expo 2023, the annual event. 4 days. I was there, being present, accompany my daughter, attend all those like expert sessions, learn about health and how to heal eczema, and could support my daughter not just heal herself and also her social project Goodbye Eczema. She has a group on Facebook to help many other people. She now have over 400 430 people, and definitely he wants to develop bigger and to help more people. But this kind of thing, you can see the mom is doing what? The mom is not just doing the housework. Talking about the housework, my brain will become bigger. Okay, all this is the 3 floors of a house to do all this cleaning and organizing, and even think about if we cooking, cleaning, and that's one thing. And another thing is like kids, especially when kids get to teenagers, they have so many different. It's boy and girl. I have a boy and a girl. Luckily and unluckily, right? They have different activities now, and different activities have different requirements, and school have different, and they are going to different schools, by the way, and different schools have different rules and requirements and procedures, whatever, right? Like events. And for my son is now like just finished his SAT test, and he wants to apply to college. And to play college, they are not just decided on your score, right? They also decide what kind of activities you attended, what kind of like a social, let's say volunteering, commitment and impact, everything, okay? And your extracurriculums, and your hobbies, your interests, everything. Can you imagine that? A mother is managing what? A mother is managing, especially a single mother, managing a house or your home, whatever. If you rent it, doesn't matter, rented or bought, like you are like managing your home, all the chores, right? All this, like all the bills, all the things, and you are managing your kids. How many kids, right? If you have 1 kid or 2 kids, the more you have, the more challenges, the diversities you have. All their life, their growth, their activities, their future, their like planning, their opportunities, everything. That's like now I have another 2 lives to help, to support, and to guide. It's not just feeding them. It's not simple to feed them, right? It's like as a coach, I know that how their future is important for them to become a very useful people, and to help many other people. I need to be responsible to feed them, to coach with them, to coach them, to like mentor them, to support them. Gosh, that's like 2 lives, okay, including my own life to take care, 3 lives, and business, right? My businesses. I have the coaching business. I have the like finance associated business. That's how many things. Like other mentors, luckily they are men. One day I was joking, God made a mistake in creating me. The only mistake is creating me as a woman. So I will give birth to children. So I will. That's a beautiful mistake, but also a blessing. But at the same time, it's also a huge challenge, extremely difficult, because I have the similar thought leadership, the similar purpose, call, vision, like those beautiful minds there, those masters, those great mentors there. And but at the same time, I have all this kind of like home, kids kind of duties. Even one thing could be like a whole full-time job. So I have at the same time, let's say I have 5 jobs, right? Home, 2 kids, 2 business, 5 jobs, 5 full-time jobs at the same time. So initially, sometimes I feel like very energetic because this is on my purpose, this is on my vision, this is my passion. And many people were amazed by my energy because that abundance energy, right? And I'm abundance coach. After I transformed from an earlier that suicidal version to now the abundant version. I knew that I have unlimited energy, but because all these kind of difficulties, right? The 5 jobs you're handling, including the lives, right? It's not just simple jobs. It's more complicated. You have psychology inside of it. You have their demanding. They have their emotions, everything. Like especially my teenager girl, right? My daughter is also more demanding. So how I either they call pivot or dance. Now I feel sometimes it's not like a dance, right? It's like a crumbling inside of it, very clumsy. Sometimes I feel like you are very clumsy, and yeah, it's definitely for women it's much more challenging than men, right? So it's like they focus on their one job and you focus on 5 jobs, and of course they could have multiple companies. It's more also challenging. There's big ones, great ones, also challenging for them. And so we all facing, no matter which level you are, we are all facing, and especially now we're talking about marketing at the beginning. I talked about all this kind of a great marketing strategies, right? Even though it's proven, but you need to implement it. You need to use your time, energy, your like smartness, and your intelligence, and your wisdom, and your emotions, everything combined together to implement it, to make it work. So that's very demanding and could be like very energy consuming, right? And just recently, and especially also with your age, right? Like when you are 20 years old or 30 years old, even in my early 40s, I did not feel like that kind of energy issue. I just feel like, okay. And sometimes even though you stay up like overnight, right? For 1 or 2 nights, you're still okay. I heard some crazy story in Japan. Somebody stayed almost like a week. Every day sleep only 8 minutes. A week for how many years? 15 years. Gosh, I'm amazed that he's still alive. He did not kill himself yet, but I know he's on that self-suicide way. Okay, definitely suicide way. And but he's still alive. Thank God. Pray that he will realize that. I just pray for him. Do not keep doing this kind of thing. Especially he's making social impact and he's teaching other people to do such kind of a crazy way. Every day sleep only 8 minutes and keep getting up and use all this kind of like go to surfing, go play games with friends and stay and midnight sing at karaoke, use all this kind of stimulation ways, keep himself awake. Wow. It's definite killing. Okay, that's I would never support such kind of a propaganda to, even though I know he's making good money, he has a good social following, but I pray like please. Please, if you see such kind of a model, do not follow them, okay? They're not a good model to follow. So how do we balance our energy? Everybody has so much. We all have limited, right? Time, equal time, 24 hours. And because of us, like especially parents there, right? Our entrepreneur parents or like entrepreneurs, you have other duties. It's super difficult for us to be like a full-time and making our marketing, all this kind of successful marketing, even you implement one successful marketing strategies, even like a Dream 100, that's still a great job because Dream 100, you do not just cultivate them, right? You still need, you cultivate them, you follow them, you review them, you model them, you create your own unique ones, and then you need also create your, for example, like your webinar. It's still doing a webinar or like your daily posting, right? It's a lot of marketing. So how do we do that? Of course, like somebody said, oh, you could hire people, hire a team to do it. Yes, I just found that's a great secret, right? And hire somebody to do that work for you during my traveling. They can still do some work for you, and so and you may see that a social impact increasing where you're doing you're not even a full-time promoting yourself, right? So that's a great way, of course, to do. If you have a budget, hire your either VA, your personal assistant. I desperately need a personal assistant. Okay, somebody could handle many butler things for me, like handle my house, handle my kids. I would do that. I would handle my kids directly. Okay, that's my joy and my responsible part, right? And also my honor, my purpose, my call to cultivate two lives, and that's my blessing. So, but other things, like for example, the house chores, I'm horrible. I could be very good if I have a time, if I have the interest, but I do not have interest to do all this kind of house cleaning stuff. So this is like a horrible thing to me. This is a big part. It's demanding my time and my attention. Like for example, my table, I definitely need tonight. I need, because I have a friend with me, I need to clean the table. My goodness, my 3-meter big table is almost like full, and all the dust. New York, I don't know why New York, by the ocean, right? We are by the ocean. We're still so dusty, like a big city. You get all this dust, killing me as well. It's like 2 or 3 days you all have all this dust again. Okay, so this part you could have a personal assistant or like nanny or like whatever. Like you cannot have a VA to do it for you, but you can have a cleaner, right? And people to help you. And so that's something. It's like how you can get more energy. First is like you need to take good care of yourself. For example, these days, because all this kind of traveling and the kids demands, because my son is going to apply college and my daughter she's like high schooler also, and she has so many like different extracurriculums, debating, public speaking, and now the eczema, goodbye eczema social projects. I'm supporting her. So all this kind of extra demands on me, I just feel like, oh my God, I do not have enough time. I really feel like I do not have enough time. And especially I'm keep doing all these daily challenges. I'm on the challenge. I'm keeping the promise to it, but I do feel that my energy challenged me to me. And now at this age now, I just feel some difference from earlier years. And so what could we do? What could we do? By the way, one thing helped me hugely is abundance meditation and activation. I've been practicing this over 7 years. This is definitely a blessing. I would say, God, this is the best practice you blessed me to find out, right, to discover it. And like for example, Tony Robbins has his priming 10 minutes. I have developed my abundance meditation and activating. I developed this through many years of exploration, and this worked like a magic. It's like there's a massage healing, and there is like the meditation part. That's also like a mental spiritual healing, and that's cool you down. And then we have the gratitude and also visualization. The visualization part is such a beautiful process that helped me every day. And also we have incantation, just like Tony did. Tony did not do the incantation during his priming, but I combined incantation into my meditation and activating. The incantation part, right? All this kind of mantra I developed that for myself, the whole set of mantra. And I do incantation, I do visualization. Morning time I focus on activating, night time I focus on gratitude. And the morning especially, like normally, because I do not get enough sleep, and the morning time is so difficult for me to get up sometimes. And but this kind of a meditation and activation, the visualization helped me to use that incantation to connect with my purpose, with my vision, and activate my beliefs, activate my faith and my conversation with God. And then I just found I could quickly recharge myself, use this way. So I've been practicing every day, morning and night. And it's really worked magic. Otherwise, I could not imagine where I am, because I went through like marriage crisis, went through like a suicide, this kind of like a trauma, right? All these kind of things. Without this practice, I could not imagine really where I am, what energy I could be. But because of this practice, my energy had been kept on the top. Compared with majority other people, I would say I'm on the top layers. But only till recently, right? The less and less, because the more and more commitment and challenge and implementing all these great strategies, I just feel like time is more like a let's say limited. I feel like time is more challenging to me, so I need to create more not create more time. It's like spend the time. The concept is like spend the time, but it's actually, like I mentioned, it's like a double the results use half the time. That's the purpose. By the way, that's come from like another Chinese saying, 事半功倍. That means like the you use that half of your efforts to get double results. That's a perfect way, right? So that's what we want to do here today. I want to share with you. You learned so much. For example, you heard so many, and many of you, right, hired coaches or mentors and learn some programs, or either by online or offline. You get so much, like, and also many of you get the free information, right? And there's a lot to try to practice the test. And then, how could you get like use half a time instead of like some people? If you think about what do we do, daily challenges, right? Challenges, they take hours. And some days I do find, I have to do so many hours, right? At least 4 and 5 hours. How could I even shorten that? So you need to find the strategies and implementation ways and even the thinking ways to make it more efficient and to accelerate it. Okay? So, and at the same time, you need to take better care of yourself. In addition to like abundance meditation and activation, by the way, we have the course. We have independent course, and we also have the our core offer, our core bootcamp, and we put that course as a bonus. So like you buy one program, you get all other tools. I just want to make things simple. I just want to focus on one core offer, and all my other tools, my other programs, I just want to give for free as bonuses to enable my clients to be more successful. So that's all I want, to contribute to the best values, help them to become successful, and that will be the best rewarding to me as well, right? So now our goal is to use half the time, or you can translate that use much less time, around half the time, to create double results, or even more times of results, right? So how could we do that? And so like I mentioned, in addition to the meditation, abundance meditation and activation, what other practice we can do? Of course, you need to take better care of your nutrition. And also, like, I know the sleep part is the number one challenge. It's not because I could not sleep well. I sleep very well. Whenever I fall into sleep, I sleep beautifully like a baby. My daughter every day describe about her dreams in details, share with us her dream stories. I was amazed how long dream you are like you've been dreaming. Like it seems like, did you really sleep? Right? I know she has some like challenge to sleep. It's the teenager girl year, right? That's the most tricky and challenging time to handle the sleep, to have some peaceful sleep. But me, I now like sleep like a baby. Like I could just use any time to sleep, just like that. I could like even when I stand, I could close my eyes to sleep in that kind of efficiency. Okay, so, but it's just like so many duties. Like I said, I mentioned 5 full-time jobs, right? Like that, and you barely have enough time to sleep. So, and now especially summer vacation is coming. Okay, sounds like the kids will be happy. That will be the disaster to parents who wants to do something for themselves, right? Or for their passion. And the kids is coming home, and all this kind of logistic things, every day, like taking care of kids. And of course, they will help something, but it's not enough. And definitely, we need to think more strategically how to cultivate the kids to become a better helper, especially help themselves, take good care of themselves, and then if they can help us to take a little bit care of us, that would be wonderful, right? So my plan this summer, we will take over 1 month of international trip back to China. We'll go to Dubai as well, and to play 3 days there, and then go back to China to visit my parents, kids, grandparents. We have not met them for 4 years, the past 4 years, the pandemic, right? Because of pandemic, so it's really the time, the due time. We really need to visit our grandparents. So, but my plan is like while my kids have their summer other events, right? Other like my daughter has like a summer youth employment program. My son still has some like a summer camp to plan. So we will see. My plan is to turn them into my personal assistants. I need to delegate or allocate, okay, delegate, I would say delegate, you, let's say, activities or duties to them, including house chores, including cooking, including cleaning, everything, right? I definitely need them to share the burdens. Now, they are teenagers, old enough to share. I could not, especially before my son, in 1 year will go to college, he needs more training. By the way, we went to Orlando for 4 years, 3 days, of almost 4 days, right? He's staying at home majority time. Of course, his dad visited him and helped him a little bit, maybe a little bit, treat him a few meals. But majority other time he's staying by himself. He did a great. I asked him to be a butler of my home. He did some after I get home to check. He did some cleaning job. At least he kept the kitchen clean. I'm glad for that. He cooked some like dumplings for himself, and he did some like cleaning the ovens and cleaning what and cleaning his own big huge tables. He's using our dining huge big tables for like 10 people for his studies. So like serious, right? Because now because of that after that pandemic we're not treating guests. So he's using that table for his own, and he cleaned that one. So he did do some work. And so definitely one thing is if you are parents, allocate your kids or delegate your kids to become more responsible, and also give them some rewards as well, and pay them some basic allowance, and also give them that kind of honor, recognition, let me say. So that's one side, okay? And how you take better care of yourself. Adjust the sleeping schedules. For example, if initially you sleep, many of us sleep late, right after midnight. This time when I visited Orlando's the resort hotel, I was surprised that so many people sleep so late, right? So the sleeping problem is not just mine, so many other people's. So we all need, because the really healthy sleeping time is go to bed around 11 p.m. Majority of us could not make that. So, and even especially now, that's why all those kids, teenagers and kids, they sleep so late. Some of them stay to 2 or 3 a.m. play games and chat with friends, all these kind of events, right? That's really bad habits. Our next generation is in trouble by the sleeping problem. I think that's a big challenge. I hope there are more experts, more people are working on this area, help people to develop healthy sleeping habits. I need to start with myself. I need definitely, for example, the things, some things I want to accomplish, I want to finish by night, I need give myself boundary and also give myself permission to do it next day. Because normally I hate to do things I want to finish today to put it to the next day, right? I just want to finish it today. And that sometimes cause me, that kind of stubbornness, right? Cause me sleep quite late. So that's definitely not good. I need to have a re-agreement, like a new agreement with myself, okay? Renegotiate with myself and some new boundaries for myself, how I could sleep earlier. And what if it's not really deadline by that day, I definitely could discipline myself to put it down and let it be wait till tomorrow, so I will get back to it, okay? So I have that, always have that kind of impulse and trend, wants to handle the things I set up. I want to finish today, to finish it, that make me stay so late, right? And for example, I do not want my kitchen to be dirty, and I always, no matter how late it is, I would clean everything, my dishes and the pots, clean my kitchen and throw out the garbage every day, no matter how late it is. I know some families maybe he can put 1-2 days, right, to dish wash the dish. But I should like make, for example, simpler dinner, combine both Western and Eastern, and still be healthy. I know that's very super challenge, okay? The Western food is already spoiled. It's quite unhealthy, and it's quick, definitely. Make a sandwich, 5 minutes sandwich, but many of them are not healthy at all, okay? So it will cause your health problem in long run and pay more time and money into it, so definitely not worth it. So I need to find more way to be healthy cooking ways, and also like a efficient quick time within half an hour. I know there are many menus out there, but after I check that, I feel like there's some cheating, and they did not really mention about it. It sounds like they never clean things and never prepare those stuff is just right there, and they just cook them, so it's just 30 minutes. Okay, so that's cheating. Okay, you need to consider about all this cleaning preparation time. Okay, that's total 1 hour, and then after this cleaning time, another half an hour. At least you need 1.5 hours. So don't cheat people. Okay, put like a half an hour or 30 minutes recipe. It's not just okay. It's just a cooking time. It's a heating time 30 minutes. Okay, as a chef, I'm a home chef. Okay, I know that secret. So okay. That challenging part, how do I reduce that 1.5 hours into really like some 30 minutes? That part I'm still challenging. If you have good ways, really honest ways, tell me, okay? Share with me. So other areas, how to take care of yourself, right? Especially when we are aging, like middle age now. I'm honestly 50 this year. Can you imagine that? And even though my facial lady told me like does not look like a 50, but I feel in my body that if I do not sleep enough, I feel that kind of a age kind of a feeling. Okay, I need to sleep 8 hours. Poor me. I know like Dean Gross, I say like Tony Robbins, they can sleep just 5 or 6 hours, they're still okay. Poor man, right? Poor man. And I need 8 hours to enjoy my life. Like I know that Elon Musk just discovered that he needs he said sleep deprived or like sleep working too much and staying late and like sleep too little damaged his brain, and he's now resumed to be at least 6 hours or 6.5 hours. I tested that. Yes, I could survive leading at least around 6 hours or 6.5 hours to have some good energy. But ideally, if I want to live abundant life and want to live a joyful life and fully ultimate energetic life, right? I know that I need 8 hours. I know those men also need it. Maybe they get older, they need less, a little bit less. But if they say they only need 6 hours, that's quite stingy to themselves. They are just like, that's their minimum. Okay, that's their minimum. They're just living at their minimum, even though those super successful ones. Okay, I want to be honest to them because I know I need 8 hours. Of course, not everybody needs 8 hours, right? Some of them need less. But I know that if 6 hours is minimum they are giving to themselves, I know I can survive and also live okay on 6 hours. So I know that we have similar human needs. 8 hours is definitely more healthy and more like adequate for us to feel fully energetic and happy, right? We want to be happy. So that's the part we need to take care of ourselves and try to adjust the schedules, make it more reasonable, and once the time is up, for example, set up your boundary by 11, or 11 so far is a little bit difficult for me to do. Let's say by 12 p.m. 12 a.m. should I say now, 12 a.m. And because after 11 p.m. is 12 a.m., right? Let's say I set up a boundary to myself. No matter what, I need to arrange my other things around that clock. I should not miss that appointment with myself. Sleep later than 12 a.m. right? So I know that's still very challenging for me to do it, but I would do it. Okay, anyway, I will challenge myself to do it. Normally I love challenges. Once I give myself challenges, I will try to make it happen, and I would say 99% of time I make it happen. Okay, so this time I know this is my long-term struggling sleeping issue. It's not because I don't want to sleep. I told my kids told me, Mom, go to sleep early. I say, yes, I desperately want to go to sleep early. If you guys can help, if I do not need to do all these kind of things, right? And or if I could do, as a mom, I need to adjust my expectation and targets. I could not expect myself like Tony Robbins or Dean Grossase or Adam Manay. They input all the time into their one passion, right? I need allocating my time for my kids, for my house, for their growth as well, right? So then I need reasonably adjust my targets and expectation to make my life not miserable, to balance my energy and my time, right? So that's another area. So from like your sleep, nutrition, and really like work-life balance time, the time balance. And let's see, what else? And now from the marketing strategies itself, we could find some ways we could really like do like half efforts, but double results. You get which ones, like we mentioned many ways, but one way, right, that stand out is really that partnership way. You do not need to pay money in advance. That's joint, either you call joint venture or Dream 100, right? Similar concepts. Those, like, let's use Russell Brunson's words. Dream 100, you have those partners, you develop relationships. Initially, maybe not seeing the results immediately, but in long run, you help each other to promote, and you expand, like you expand the business, right? Without in-front payment, investment. That's the best way, really the best way. That's like a half efforts, maybe less than half efforts, you get double results, right? You get double results. Like if, for example, you now, maybe previously you work 8 hours by yourself or 10 hours by yourself, and now you may only need work 4 hours, and let the other like partners be your mouth, be your hands to help you spread your words, right? So, and also you can leverage VA, and also like some other, not VA, they call it a contractor, something like that, right? Some like experts to help you on specific some tasks that you are not interested. Okay, like for example, I love content creation, and also as the expert, also as a thought leader, you majority of the time you need to create your content. Okay, at least the original things should be created by you, and other people, marketing people, could do things based on your resources, on you, what you created, but you should still focus on create things. Okay, so, and because that's your original signature touch, your mark, and also your inspiration, your wisdom, okay, your language, your voice. And that's a part I will not give directed to like other people to do. They may help me do the promotion, but I create a great content, right? They may make it a marketing way to adjust it and to whatever, design it, and using different medias, different presentation, or adding captions, all this kind of way to make it more attractive. But you create original one, okay? So, but you can leverage VAs, contractors, or whatever experts to do those other parts that could amplify. I would call that part. You do the core part, they amplify the results and impact. Okay, so that's maybe the right way to describe it. And what else? The webinar, right? Remember we mentioned about the webinar. Every week you do a webinar. There are, let me see, I did it for how many? 25 weeks already, right? So I did get some, like, not just actually 25 weeks. Last year I also did quite some weeks. So together should be have like 52 weeks already. And so every week you could have some way to make things easier. For example, you create templates, and templates like thumbnail templates and post photos templates, and next time you save your time, make it very quick. And also your email, you could save some templates, and next time it's just like similar format, and you change some like specific content. Okay, that makes sense faster as well. So I use all this kind of way to make my life easier, especially when you have like 5 jobs to do and you have only the same time, right? So how could I use, for example, the same time to double or even 5 times of other people's work, right? So you need definitely be smart and be strategic, and at the same time be like how to say, plan proactively. Today this word I'm emphasizing to my kids, proactively, can really save your time. This is true. For example, my son is now 16 years old. He needs like a work permit from school. So they need to give him like a work paper and whatever. Then you need to get your doctor's approval, right? And your health is good to do all this kind of job. And guess what? He's been waiting for his like employment opportunity, and eventually get out. Like the lottery did not really reach him yet, and his sister and his other friends all get some lottery opportunity. So he's kind of frustrated. But then what? And there's a like final chance. But then during the summer he could apply for other work, and they may ask for him for work permit as well, right? So he needs to get his work paper in New York, we call that. So he got it today. Do you know why? What? Today's what? Today is the second last day of school, and only half day. All the teachers are not teaching, and my daughter's school, all the kids are watching movies. the only thing they arrange for them. Staying in the auditorium to watch a movie all the day. And if you want, all the kids can allowed to call the parents, ask them to apply to release them, right? So they can get out of the auditorium. It's just like a little jail. Get out of the auditorium and play with their friends. So we need to send the email to the school staff, and with our ID and with our request. Okay, so funny, right? So I told my son, you need to be proactive. So what things he created to me? He just get a working paper today, and within today, I need to get his doctor pediatrician's approval. The doctor signed the paper, and I call them and plead for their mercy and like how to say, the kindness to support me and to help us to give us the permission the same day. And so tomorrow my son will, with my assigned application and the doctor's approval, could submit it to a school, and hopefully cross our fingers and he could get his, within a half day, get his work permit, so that he may use that in the summer, right? This is definitely not proactive. So this is a big lesson I was telling him. I said, please relieve my burden. You need to be proactive. Anything like to save everybody's say trouble. If, for example, the doctor's office is super busy, they do not agree to give you today and they have to give you tomorrow, but it's already too late, right? Even it's 1 day difference. It's too late for you. Don't do that. And you may be lucky. You get such a mom to help you to save you. And maybe also that's another way. I should let him feel, right? Feel sometimes he will learn a lesson. And so always to be proactive is very important. That can save us later trouble. And sometimes I could not, now some cases could not get to my mind immediately, but I know there were some cases, if you do not take action earlier, you do miss opportunity, right? If you apply later. Oh yeah, for example, he applied for the lifeguard training. He did pass the pre-test, but because there are so many people on the waiting list, like for example, if you apply earlier, you will be at the earlier of the waiting list, you get earlier opportunity. Right now, maybe you apply later, you are on the later part of a waiting list and you will wait longer time. See, that's being proactive. Like in a lot of words, people say that early birds get worms. So definitely all our entrepreneurs, we need to have learn this kind of lesson to be always proactive, save our time, right? Another day, like for example, some of you drive car, you delay to add your gas, and you wait till the last minute. Sometimes the kids dad do that thing. He does that kind of thing. And one time, majority time, he's okay. He took a chance, and he finally he get a chance to fill his tank, right? But one time, and he got not enough fuel, and he was like, I forgot eventually how he solved that problem. I forgot, but maybe he got tow truck or whatever solution, or ask other people to help him get him some gas. I forgot, but anyway, that delayed him to attend some live event for 2 hours or 3 hours, and missed some important moments. So you see, all this kind of thing. We all get lessons. Nobody of us are perfect. I forgot some of my examples. I definitely have some such kind of examples as well. All of us could make mistakes. So be proactive is super important to save our energy as well later. Save our time later, right? You need to have the prediction to save trouble for future. So, and we talked about what? We talked about self-care, right? We talked about marketing strategies, what could it be efficient, right? We talked also about some habits, the personal habits, how and efficiency ways to help us to be more efficient. And let's say, finally, I would summarize this way. When you are caught in that struggling with energy, you feel like, especially because of time, right? The time is so little limited, and your available resources to support you is also limited. By the way, I'm here by myself, my parents, my sister, all in China. If we are in the same city, it will be a huge help to me, right? I know that even like Western culture, quite some parents also help their kids, right? So like now, my mom, they are just wasting their time, really wasting time. I say, of course, they enjoy their retirement time, but in China, so many retirement people, They do not have really any like a big meaningful things to do. I feel like it's a waste of resource because they are still like my mom parents, both my parents are 77, but they're still good. They're still in good, not really so great, but like still stable health, a relatively good health. Now my mom loved singing and dancing, and he wants to contribute. She could not. She's far away, right? And I'm here struggling by myself. Like I do not want to have a full-time nanny staying with us. So I need a personal some assistant to me. If parents are close to you, I know Asian communities, the parents are big, huge help to like their kids. Especially I witnessed so many like successful ones, entrepreneurs especially. Their parents give them a lot of support. So like it's definitely, yeah, you need to leverage your existing resources to say where you can find some help. Okay, for example, I could either you use your your older kids, leverage them to help you, right? And also like leverage outside resource to help you. Like I could hire a nanny. Like I hired them before pandemic, and now I need to think about. Sometimes I hesitate because they come here, they talk, I feel like it's an interruption to my work. I just want to stay by myself to focus on my work without like some other people are doing all this kind of cleaning behind me, right? And that's an interruption to me. So I would say I need to handle this. But now I think my kids are old enough, I could leverage them more. When kids are younger, you use more like outside source. So that's some ways, hack for us to get more time and energy, right? And especially now, I think the most working way to me is my abundance meditation, activation, and because that one you can do anytime. You do not just do like morning and night time. Whenever you feel stressful, you feel like that time so short and you have so many things are sometimes overwhelming to do. I use that immediately to close my eyes, relax myself, and just at least like 2 or 3 or even 5 minutes, right? Something like that to clear those negative talks out of you. Because sometimes you will get that kind of a criticizing mode or like negativity mode. You want be fully right on the spot, clear it, all those toxins, right? To clear those negative talk, negative thinking out of your body. Relax, talk to yourself, relax, and then also talk with your God, with your creator, and you are on this divine journey to do what you love to do and to do what God bless you to do. And there will have a great way for you to figure everything out. And all the things will pass. Like, oh, say this today is so urgent, and this is so like demanding. This is so like stressful, right? All the things will pass. And you just need to focus on the present to do your best. So that's the most quite kind of like from a mental, from a body to your emotional and spiritual, everything combined together. That's a great way for me to relax. And I loved reading. And even though now the reading is not so relaxed anymore, right? It's not like Oprah Winfrey's reading, a spiritual reading. That's very relaxing. But now Russell's book is every day is implementation. And if you see Russell's personal style, he's like it's fast speaking and all fully in his implementation model. But I could see that following him, modeling him, I could see that he's also adjusting himself as well. Every day I'm seeing him posting more about inspirations instead of like a pitching. Like also he introduced that in his book as well. And remember a few days ago we talked about that. Take social media as your party. You are not focusing on selling. Okay, this is a party. You are connecting with people and inviting them to your house to treat them, to provide values. To remember that, okay, remember that mindset. That's a great one, I think. And then now it's focusing on developing your Dream 100 partners, and also build up weekly routine. Things initially when you started may be difficult, but once you turn that into routine, into habit, and create like templates, formats, whatever you can to contribute that routine, right? Make a routine easier to follow, then things will be much easier, right? I think this week I'm not so difficult It's only thing like extra burden to me. It's just like, no, I got like friends, old friends come from China, and with her sister come to visit us. We will treat her both at my home and also in restaurant. And I need to clean my home. That's a big thing, challenge to me. And I also need to prepare our presentation or our financial information to train them, right? That's another thing. So that's some two extra things that make my, because this is new things. It's not in my habit yet, right? So it's just like a contingency things. So that make this week super like challenging. Otherwise, other things I've already developed of habits through the past dozens of weeks. So the reading part, the webinar part, the live event part, right? Everything like Momentum Monday now, and we've already have all this kind of like a format and support me to go quicker. And we also have the Wednesday live events, the webinar, right? To have the formula to go. We have the funnel. Everything's ready. So I should not be stressed out. The only stressing out this week to me is like the whole 3-floor house plus a basement for us three to clean up and also treat the friends, and also at the same time provide great knowledge to them to help them and provide values to them. That's where stress me a little bit. So, but I know eventually this will all pass, and I will do my best. I know once you focus on now and just put your hands on to solve it, it will all get done. Eventually turn out just like my daughter attended the debate contest. Before the debate, she was quite nervous. She said, "Oh, I have not attended debate for 6 years. I did not know, and I won't win. And I'm worried about the other people are so capable, and I'm not so good." All this kind of negative talks, right? But after she dealt with it, and she won some, even though it's not like a top, right? But she won some like a second place with her team and fourth place by herself. Not bad. So she was now felt relieved, and even though it's a little bit disappointed from the results she was expecting, she wants to get at least the top 3, right? Like top 2 by her individually, but she got a team top 2. So that's a little bit of disappointment to her. She wants individual to be outstanding as well. So, but I encourage her that you did a great job and you have space to grow now. You have more interest to learn, right? You will not get arrogant or like take granted. And now she's good. So it's all like situation like this, right? It's like, oh, it's a big challenge coming to us, and we could get overwhelmed. But when you really forget about like the whole big challenge, but think about it today. What's my step, right? Put a clear step by step. What should I do? Focus on today. Focus on now. What you can do, and believe that it will all be good, and the things will like just dissolve step by step by that time. As long as you did all your efforts, when it's time, it's all gone, right? And you will be happy that you did it, and you really put your full efforts to make it happen, and you will review what you have already learned and grow from it, right? So that's why, like, see, you want to share. See, this is a key points. You want to teach, you want to share, you want to be genuine, you want to connect with your audience. It's just like whatever challenges I am facing, even though I'm helping other people overcome their challenges, I also sometimes facing maybe not the same extent like you, but also some similar challenges, right? At our own amount. I've always said that God will give you the right amount, kind of a challenge you can handle, and to test you and to like cultivate you and to develop you, right? So that's like I also get my amount of challenge, so I'm handling it, and by training, by this teaching, by this sharing with you guys, I feel like I'm relieved. How amazing is that, right? Because while I'm sharing, teaching, I sorted out my like how to say, I release those activities, because who is teaching activities, right? Who wants to teach activities? We have to focus on like positivities, right? We always like focus on this part, even though we share our challenges, but it's still like in a positive perspective to deal with our activities. And now I feel like oh, it's almost gone. I'm feeling great again. So I would encourage you, like the best like marketing challenge is really get out there every day, create your unique message, find your voice, and at the same time it's really adding values to other people, and at the same time you get that values back to yourself as well, right? You are the biggest beneficiary, I would say, the first hand, because you learn, you teach, and you like first transform yourself. For example, I am my abundance coaching's biggest product. My coaching definitely transformed my life, and now you're using this to share with other people, and coaching, and helping their lives as well. Okay, so we are just like, for example, a few steps ahead of our ideal clients, and we use our personal experience and also our best aha to help our ideal clients, so that they can save those hustle time, they can save those like headaches and heartbroken time, those struggling time, those like trial and error time, right? So that can save them, and your paid experience already proven to be that it's a valuable experience to help them. Okay, and also all my paid learning as well, paid practice as well. Okay, so that's for today. I hope you guys get today we'll get 1 hour, so I hope you get some great inspiration or aha moments. I would love to hear what you would say, what kind of inspirations you get from today's session. Let us know, and what kind of actions you plan to take. And by the way, the energy, like I mentioned, is a whole it's not just a versus marketing strategy. Energy is a big component of strategies. Okay, and your marketing strategy is not just like doing all those kind of let's say you get online or you share things, whatever, funnel or traffic. The energy is a huge part, plays through all of them. So that's why in our we call 7-step abundance movement launch model. In this model, we help our entrepreneurs, visionary entrepreneurs, launch their successful online, profitable and purposeful, impactful business in 90 days. In this 7-step model, we share like we have the like your purposeful and profitable niche, your unique branding, your irresistible offer, your strategic and attractive content, and your system, including your this is okay here, not your system, including your like for example your social media presence, your like your funnels, your marketing system, your operation system, okay, system, and then your community, the community including your like your audience, your ideal clients, and also your partners. Remember, like Dream 100 partners, and your social connections. That's your community, okay. And then the number 7, and the secret one, is right about energy. Today we're talking about, okay, this energy is helping the whole thing, the whole model running. It's just like the engine, you need the fuel, right? Or you need the electricity. This energy is this electricity or fuel or gas fuel, right? To keep your engine running, to like you could have the, if you fill it with it and you were full of your engine and you are full of your momentum and movement, and so that you could impact most lives, okay, and you will become unstoppable. For example, before this session, I was feeling a little bit tired. I did not get enough sleep. Last night we returned from Orlando, Florida, back to New York, almost like 11 p.m. something, past 11:30, around that. And then I did some house chores, cleaning things after 4 days not at home, right? Even though my son did something, I still need to clean a lot of things, and especially tomorrow we will have a friends to visit at home, so I still have a lot to clean. So before the meeting, I was a little bit sleepy and tired, right? Because I worked in the morning as well. And but once I did this session, I feel like I'm energetic again. And after this, I will drink my like lemon honey water. I will do some like further meditation, reflection, and then we'll focus on my next step. What should I do? Okay. So this is like this is really like the best way is to, whatever you have, find a positive channel, either through your podcast, through YouTube, through your live video, or shoot a video on your cell phone, right? Instagram video also good, Facebook live, or YouTube live, or like somebody TikTok, just to deliver your value right on the spot, okay? And every day, keep doing that every day to contribute and also build up connections. And that will work for both of your audience and also for yourself as well. So we're super happy that you are staying with us for so long. And by the way, don't forget, this Thursday we always have action, okay, to take. This Thursday we have this masterclass I've been talking about, okay, how to launch your purposeful and profitable business, online business, in 90 days as a confident expert and thought leader in your zone. Okay, so make sure that you will I will share the link under this video. Make sure you attend it, because we'll share about the 7-step abundance movement launch model, like I mentioned earlier. Like energy is big part of it, and plus other 6 big components as well. Okay, so let's meet on Thursday to really learn those strategies. Okay, and today I feel like energy is a great part. Many people neglect it. I should mention about it. Without this part, no matter how great those strategies, how many like wonderful strategies your masters, your mentors are teaching you, you could not get that results. Okay, so our focus here is really have the energy, how to create the best energy to make the half efforts but get double results. Okay, that's our purpose here. Okay, everyone, I'm super happy you are here with us, and feel free to comment with your inspirations or with your questions. I will always happy to respond, no matter you're watching live or replay. And make sure that you will if you are a visionary entrepreneur, welcome to join our Abundant Entrepreneurs Facebook group, because every Monday we are here, Momentum Monday, lively. We've already been doing this 126 episodes, more than 2 years. Okay, so let's keep this momentum on, and we will see you live on Thursday's masterclass. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.